What's up, MJ? Welcome back to WBNN Channel 9 News.
We've got a lot to talk about today, including earthquakes in Indonesia, the results of last night's basketball games, and news concerning a couple of school-related topics to discuss. Hey MJ, I'm Jonas Sage.
And I'm Ryan Ruppel.
And today is December 7th, National Pearl Harbor Remembrance Day.
This year we recognize the 75th anniversary of the bombing of Pearl Harbor. There were over 3,500 Americans who lost their lives during this tragedy.
Yesterday, December 7th, 1941, a date which will live in infamy. The United States of America was suddenly and deliberately attacked by naval and air forces of the Empire of Japan. The facts of yesterday and today speak for themselves. With confidence in our armed forces, with the unbounding determination of our people, we will gain the inevitable triumph, so help us God. I ask that the Congress declare that since the unprovoked and dastardly attack by Japan on Sunday, December 7th, 1941, a state of war has existed between the United States and the Japanese Empire.
December 7th for me is personal because my grandfather was here, my grandmother was here, my mom was 10 years old. Grandfather was just getting off shift and he was in the shipyard when the torpedo planes roared over his head at about 100 feet. He remembers the bullets, bouncing off sheet metal next to him like hard rain. The Pacific Fleet had been here intact for the most part since that Friday on the 5th. The USS Arizona pulls in at around 10 o'clock that morning and ties up for the last time. It'll be her last mooring. At the same time, the Japanese Navy have departed from northern Japan and are racing across the northern Pacific and will arrive in Hawaiian waters on the morning of December 7th. And at 6 a.m. that morning, they begin to launch the first wave of aircraft, which was about 183 planes. And then an hour later, the second wave of aircraft, which will be 167 planes. Over this island was 350 aircraft, fighters, torpedo planes, horizontal bombers, and dive bombers, each assigned a task. They struck our airfields with such ferocity that we could not respond. We got about 14 aircraft up that morning. The fires from Pearl Harbor could be seen all over the island. My mother and my grandmother and my grandfather felt the Japanese would be in their backyards the next day. Marine guards were placed on some of the ships and along the shoreline, and it was hard to take because they could hear the tapping. All of the ships that were sunk had men trapped below because they had gone to watertight integrity. There was no way to get out. So they took cotton, put it in their ears so they couldn't hear the tapping, and then after a few days, that stopped. Certainly we fought back, but this is a battle that we lose here. And it fills us with kind of resolve. When you look back at these days, which the 75th anniversary will usher in again, this is something that literally spelled out American defensive policy for the next 50 years. And so remember Pearl Harbor becomes this battle cry that will never be forgotten.
Here at WBNN, we thank all of those who have served or who are currently serving in the military.
Now, let's send it off to Sabrina with your weather.
Hey MJ, it's Sabrina. Today will be cloudy with a high of 48 degrees. Tomorrow morning will be freezing as we head to school. Literally freezing, 32 degrees. From there, it will warm up to a whole 40 degrees. Friday and the weekend will be cold too, and there's a 90% chance of rain on Sunday. There's currently no chance of snow this week for us, but there will be significant lake effect snow in the Great Lakes region late this week. Total accumulations of 1 to 3 feet could occur east and southeast of Lakes Erie and Ontario, and at least a foot could fall in parts of upper Michigan and northwest lower Michigan as well. In world weather, a 6.5 magnitude earthquake hit Indonesia yesterday afternoon. It killed 97 people, seriously injured at least 600, and caused multiple buildings to collapse. On the bright side, there's no risk of a tsunami. I'm Sabrina, keeping you in the know for all of your weather news. Back to you guys.
Thanks, Sabrina.
For those of you involved, TN Ready testing continues today, so good luck to all those taking it.
The Big Brothers Canned Food Drive ends today, so if you forgot your cans, find a way to get them in.
But once you do get your last few cans in, remember to return all books you've borrowed to the Media Center by the 12th.
Sophomores, your class t-shirt is now ready to be picked up. You can get them in room B148, but only between classes.
Now we'll toss it to Taylor with today's sports update.
Hey MJ, it's Taylor here with your sports update. Yesterday, wrestling picked up 2 wins to improve their record to 7-2. Mount Juliet Ladies Bowling came to a halt with a loss against Portland. Also, last night both our boys and Lady Bears played against Gallatin. The ladies won 70-41 with freshman Emma Palmer scoring 30 points. Sadly, our boys came up short with a score of 45-43. On Friday, we will play at Portland. They have invited MJ students, staff, and fans to participate in a green out for the game. The Green Out is a part of Portland's DECA public relations project to raise awareness for the importance of organ donation. During halftime of both the girls' and boys' games, everyone can be a part of Portland's Miracle Minute. A bucket will be passed through the crowd for 1 minute at a time to collect spare change and donations. All the proceeds from the Miracle Minute will be donated to Donate Life. Well, that's all for your sports news. Back to you guys.
Thank you, Taylor.
This Thursday, Friday, and Saturday, Theater's winter production will take place in the theater at 7 p.m. Make sure you go to see our crew do an excellent job.
And the baseball department is holding a baseball camp from 4 to 9 p.m. on the 16th of this month. So if you're interested, sign up as soon as possible.
There's also a track meeting on the 12th from 6 to 9 in the afternoon.
Now we'll send it over to Jacob with what's trending now.
What's up, hello, yo, I'm Jacobo Bo, and welcome back to Trending News. Alright, so guys, a lot of things are coming up here soon in the spirit of Christmas, such as Christmas Spirit concert that the band, orchestra, and yours truly will be taking part in. Tickets can be pre-bought today. The concert will be taking place on December 13th at 6:30 in the theater. Also, if you can't get your tickets today or before the concert, you can get them at the door for $5. You guys gotta show up because we will be performing some of the most familiar Christmas carols out there. And I'll go ahead and tell you one of our songs for the concert. Have you heard of the Polar Express? Yes, of course you have. Well, we are performing that at the concert. Come watch our performance on the 13th for some nostalgia. Also on the 13th, Jostens will be delivering class rings and other class items. So if you put your orders in on time, be sure to find them in your lunch during all lunches so you can pick up your items. Now I think it's time for me to pick up my things and skedaddle. Back to you, geezers.
Thanks, Jacob.
If you've ordered any class rings from Jostens, there is a delivery during all lunches on the 13th. Make sure to remember to pick those up.
We hope you're studying for your finals, which will take place on the 20th and 21st, the last week before Christmas break.
Unless you have at least a 90 average with 3 or less excused absences, then you'll be home free.
And last, but certainly not least, your word of the day.
Hello there, folks. My name is October Wilson, and I'm coming to you live from Mount Juliet High School. Today, we have a very tenacious student here who is striving to abolish homework and tests. Here she is.
No more homework, no more tests. I can't handle it anymore. I've had 4 problems of math each night, and it's tearing me up.
Wow, thank you, hon. But homework is needed. If you don't do homework, you don't learn really. So the amount of tenacity in this girl is so great, but you need homework and you need tests. Thanks guys for watching Channel 32. I'm October Wilson, and I'm here giving you your news. Goodbye.
Well, that's it for WBNN Channel 9 News. I'm Jonas.
And I'm Ryan. Here at WBNN, we're in touch.
So you're in touch.
Have a great
day,
day,
MJ.
Guess who's back again? Oh, they don't know. Oh, they don't know. I bet they know as soon as we walk in. I'm wearing Cuban links, designer mix, Inglewood's finest shoes. Don't look too hard, might hurt yourself. Known to give the color red.